Hola! In this video, we learn about reflexive verbs, what they are and how they work. Reflexive verbs are those in which the subject and object are the same person. For example, if I say that I wash my car, I am the subject and the object is the car. I'm doing the action, car is receiving the action of being washed by me. But if I said I wash myself, I am still the subject, but in this case I am also the object. So I am receiving the action of the verb. Reflexive verbs are those in which the same person does and receives the action. It is important to bear in mind that there are verbs that are reflexive in Spanish but not in English. This means that when we are translating into English, we need to ignore the reflexive pronoun and make sure we translate into good English. Let's see some examples.
Me lavo los dientes.
I wash myself the teeth. Although in English we would say I wash my teeth, or even better, I brush my teeth.
Me cepillo el cabello.
I brush myself the hair, or I brush my hair. And if you change the subject, for example,
¿Te lavas los dientes?
you brush your teeth, here we need to change the verb ending, but also the reflexive pronoun, in this case to you singular, te, and with,
Nos cepillamos el cabello.
in this case, to we, first person plural, nosotros. Now reflexive verbs are formed. Here we can see the subject pronouns, first, second, third person singular, and plural. We, you, plural, and they. We have a conjugated verb. Here, the verb lavar, which is a regular AR verb. You can see the verb conjugates in the normal way. In this case, it is in the present tense, but it could also be in any other tense, and it would work the same way. Then, the reflexive pronouns go before the verb. We have me, te, se in the singular. Notice we don't change gender for any of them, and nos, os, se in the plural. The pronoun always goes right before the conjugated verb. Like always, the subject pronouns are optional, and very often we will not use it at all in Spanish. We will simply use the reflexive pronouns me, te, se, and the verb. Examples.
Me lavo los dientes. Te lavarías la cara.
You would wash your face.
Nos cepillaremos el cabello.
We will be brushing our hair. We have seen how the pronoun works with conjugated verbs. Let's see what happens with compound verbs like these. In the near future, we put the pronoun after the infinitive. It is attached to the infinitive, creating a single word.
Voy a lavarme. Vas a levantarte.
I am going to wash myself, and you are going to get up. However, when we have a verb with an infinitive like this one, we can also put the pronoun right in front of the conjugated verb, never in the middle. We cannot separate a verb like this one. The pronoun can only go after the infinitive or before the conjugated verb. The same happens here with the gerund. In the present progressive, for example, we can put the pronouns behind the ando or yendo forms of the verb, creating a new word as the pronoun is attached. Or we can also put it in front of the conjugated verb. In short, if the verb is a single word, which will be a conjugated verb, we put the pronoun in front. Otherwise, we have a choice. One final issue to bear in mind is that in Spanish we have some verbs which can be reflexive or non-reflexive, and they will change meaning depending on which one they are. Example is llamar. We know llamar from me llamo Pepe, meaning I am called Pepe. But the non-reflexive form of llamar simply means to call. Llamo a Pepe. I call Pepe. Another important one is ir, which means to go, as in voy a Londres. But in the reflexive form, it means to leave. So, me voy de Londres. I leave London. I hope this has been useful. Hasta la próxima.